Alright, we're back. We're going to do a different type of video though. We're going to be doing a mock draft of the 2022 NFL Draft. Starting off, Jacksonville Jaguars. I personally think the third best player in the draft, but they have him second. I'm going to take Aiden Hutchinson. I feel like Jaguars are going to go Hutchinson instead of Thibodeaux due to recency, because Thibodeaux did not have a very good year compared to standards. But the Lions are going to take Thibodeaux here at number 2. Then at number 3, we're going to take Evan Neal. I personally feel like is the best player in the draft. Next, we're going to keep sticking with the list. Kyle Hamilton. I think the best safety. Now we're going to jump a bit. We're going to go Kenyon Green for the Giants. Then at 6, I feel like the Panthers will go Derek Stingley. I personally feel like the best cornerback in the class. Number 7, the Giants. I personally think the Giants will be trading away this pick, but we're not going to be doing trades. I think the Giants are going to do probably, I want to say Charles Cross, but I feel like it's a bit early for him. We're going to do it. Giants are going to try and improve that O-line as much as they can. At 8, we now have the Falcons. They are going to take Ahmad Gardner, in my opinion, second best corner. That then leaves the Broncos at 9. And I think this sets the Broncos perfectly up for I'd probably say George Karlaftis. Then the Jets at 10. I say the Jets are probably going to go with, I'd say Chris Olave probably fits them the best. And we head to Washington at 11. I think Washington is going to go Tyler Linderbaum, which leaves the Vikings at 12. And for the Vikings, I personally think they're going to go, it's tough. I really think the Vikings, I'm leaning heavily towards Jameson Williams, but I don't think the Vikings will. I think the Vikings, either him or Andrew Booth, but either way. Next, we have the Browns. And the Browns, I think, are going to go Devin Lloyd. Next, we have the Ravens at 14. And I think they're going to take Andrew Booth. Andrew Booth falls all the way down to 14 for him. I think they're going to take that. Next, we have the Eagles at 15, I believe. Then Garrett Wilson's just going to fall right to them. Let's hope, it works out for them. They've drafted receivers in the first round that haven't worked out. And after that, I think they're probably going to go Akeem Ekwonu. Now he's the Chargers at 17, who I think we're going to see Jordan Davis go to. Now he's the Saints then at 18. And I think I'd say Daxton Hill makes a lot of sense. But I'm going to take Drake London, personally. So that leaves the Eagles at 19 now. And for the Eagles, I think they are probably going to elect to take DeMarvin Leal to help, Fletcher Cox and all of them. And the Steelers at 20. I think the Steelers will go with Matt Corral, which Patriots at 21. I think the Patriots are going to go with Daxton Hill. Then the Raiders at 22, I think are going to go Kyer Elam. Cardinals at 23, I think are probably going to go David Ajabo due to potentially seeing Chandler Jones leave. Cowboys at 24, I think are going to go Trevor Penning. I don't know why. I feel like they will, though. Maybe trade away. No, Leo Collins. Next, I think we're going to see Traylon Burks, honestly. Now, you might disagree with this decision, but I quite like it. Because I'm going to talk a bit in depth about this. You have Stephon Diggs, you really like. You have Emmanuel Sanders, who you probably really like. Or, I said Emmanuel Sanders. I meant Gabriel Davis. Emmanuel Sanders, he's old. I believe he's a free agent. I don't know what they're going to do with him. Cole Beasley, they might just try and cut him or trade him. And Isaiah McKenzie's probably your best option after that. And Isaiah McKenzie, I think, is a very good guy. But at the same time, I think if you put him on too many snaps, you are not going to get what you want out of it. So, I'm going to take Traylon Burks there. Now, the Titans at 26, I'm going to take probably Nakobe Dean. Then the Buccaneers at 27. I'm taking Sam Howell here. Sam Howell falls to 27. If I'm the Buccaneers, I'm taking Sam Howell. The Packers now at 28. I'd probably go with Jermaine Johnson and kind of wait for a receiver. Because if you ask me, I don't really like any of the receivers over here. So we head to the Dolphins now at 29. And if I'm the Dolphins, Kenny Pickett isn't a bad shout, but I'm going to go with Kenneth Walker. And at 30, the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs instantly Jaquan Brisker. And then the Bengals at 31. I think we see the Bengals go Trent McDuffie. And that leaves us with the Lions here at 32. And I just got... Okay. And then I think the Lions at 32. See all these guys. I think they're going to go with Lewis Sign. I don't know what this means. I think this just shows who I drafted. The Bears always didn't have a first pick. This, I feel like Traylon Burks is going to be the most controversial pick I made in this mock draft. But I like the idea. Obviously, Buffalo saw how Cincinnati did this year. So, I feel like Buffalo is probably going to want to copy Cincinnati. I believe I also have the Vikings attempting that. Let's see where the Vikings are. I don't see the Vikings anywhere. Oh, well. We'll wait. Panthers, Darius Young, I feel like that's going to be a great pick. Bengals, Trent McDuffie. I really like that pick. That's probably going to replace Eli Apple if I had to take a guess, because I doubt Eli Apple's staying. Devin Lloyd, I really like that pick for the Browns as well. I feel like that is not a reach, but like he fell in the lap. I feel like that is very good for them, like at that spot. Then we have Trenter Penning. Once again, I don't really know anything, or Trevor. I don't really know a lot about college football, but I know the Cowboys could use an O-lineman. And I feel like they would gladly try and trade away Leo Collins or Tyron Smith, or maybe give him a year to rest. George Karlaftis? I don't know. I just feel like Denver would probably take him in this situation. Calvin Thibodeau I really like. And then Lewis Sign. I feel like the Lions could use a safety. I haven't really heard of Lewis Sign, but, I mean, if Pro Football Network thinks they're good, I think they're... Jermaine Johnson, I really like that. Evan Neal, the fact that he fell to 3, in my opinion, is amazing. Colts don't have a pick. Aiden Hutchinson, Jaguars, very good. Jaquan Brisker, I have heard of him, but I don't know about him. Like, I don't know anything he's really done. Now, this, I feel like, is the draft for safety, so we could see a lot of safeties go early on. And I feel like Tyrann Mathieu is a free agent, I believe, and I don't really know if you want... Who is their other safety? It would be Daniel Sorensen. Kyer Elam for the Raiders, I really like. They might go receivers, but I think the Raiders have a very good receiving core. It's very underrated. They don't really have a number 1, but at the same time, they definitely have a lot of number 2, number 3s. Like, they don't have a bunch of nobodies. Then you have Jordan Davis. I feel like the Chargers could use someone like that. Kenneth Walker. I feel like Miami is probably the most likely team to take a running back this year. Jameson Williams. Like I said, with the Bills probably trying to get a bunch of good receivers. And plus, Adam Thielen, he's getting up there in age. We don't really know about him. Daxton Hill. The Patriots really love their defense. Drake London. I really like that pick for the Saints. Giants. I haven't taken 2 offensive linemen. I think that's good for the Giants. Try your absolute hardest to get protection. Whether it's now or in the future, try and get all of these guys developed. Then we have Kyle Hamilton and Chris Olave. I love these picks for the Jets. Garrett Wilson, Akeem Ekwonu, and DeMarvin Leal. I think the Eagles probably have the best draft. Well, maybe the Jets, but Matt Corral. Arguably, I could see the Steelers taking Sam Howell if he fell. Well, he did, but I just took the first quarterback I saw. You can also see him taking guys like Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett. Warriors don't have a pick. Seahawks don't have a pick. Buccaneers, Sam Howell, they would love that pick. Titans take Nakobe Dean and Tyler Linderbaum. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. And I'll see you guys next time. And please don't roast me too much in the comments about how bad my picks probably are. Once again, I don't really know anything about this. I just tried to go off of the first guy I saw and if I recognized their name. And then I also tried to go off position. That's really all I did as my method. But, with everything said, goodbye.